Boys, this is a video going out to the runaway Dorties. The Dorties that are a pack of jackasses, right? I'm going to start off, boys. I'm going to be nice and calm in this video. I'll come out with true facts. This is going to you, John Doherty. Garrett is going to you, Jerry Shit, belonging to Martin Snake's PVC mouth, right? Start off with you, Michael. Michael, you're up there calling me old names. You, Bernie, pimply this and pimple that. Not a pimple on my face, kid. You've a face there, it's like a bag of Skittles thrown over it. Now, we can start off with that. You rat's mouth, with your rat's teeth in you, like heads of matches for teeth in you red rotten. Listen, I'm going to tell you, Michael. I'm your boss, Michael. Always was and always will be. And that goes for everyone who's involved in this, that goes for the whole lot. So, boys, don't be coming up in this shit talk, trying to call me names and come out with shit talk about me. You, Michael. You were the man putting yourself forward for fight all the time. My brother John have you bluffed to death. Not that he's out to bluff, he's out to fight you and beat you. You won't fight him. You haven't got a pair of balls between the whole laddie for to go up and fight my brother John. You, no right, that's for you, Michael. This go to you, Garrett. You're saying there, Garrett, that you're there was 18 men down attacking you and you got a few punches at me. John, I won't tell you exactly what happened. I landed to that roundabout, right? There was 3 men with me, there was 2 men with me. I landed to that roundabout. I seen you, John. I ran for you, John. I bet you that much with me hands. I was 3-4 minutes baiting with me hands. When you begged me for mercy, you begged for mercy, you did, John. I broke you up in bits. There was no shame, I'm only a young fella. A young fella's well able to have a few clouds. I broke you in bits with me hands. And then at that, John, you're trying to pull a carpet colour, and I put mine, I reach in half. Don't tell people it's not raging, because it wasn't. Because I have the book of evidence, John, for the whole world. I'm on my way back to Ireland as we speak right now. We'll be back there in hours, I'll be back there. And I'm putting the book of evidence up. It was a big mistake you did, John, tell lies, bullshit. You're long enough telling lies, but I'm putting it out to everyone that you told lies there. I'm putting it up for the whole world to see exactly what happened. I crucified you down that road, John, until I cut you up in bits. The guard had to pull me off you, John. I mean pull me off you. And still they couldn't do it. I still was chopping you when the guards there pulled me off you. And that right, John? I shell-shocked you, John. I ran you out of Venice then. You got put out of Venice. Out of Venice. The whole laddie got run out of Venice. Now that's that. Boys, you're forgetting one thing. You've a brother there's very, very close. It's local. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say to you. People had time for him all the time. A brother of mine had time for him, a brother Michael, and stopped the houses for a long time. I don't know why he had the time for him, because I never had time for none of you. Not one of you. Right? That's that. He said he dared me to talk about my grandfather. My grandfather is Michael Doherty, and I'm very proud of my grandfather. And I love my grandfather on my heart, and I love my grandmother, Mary. That's my grandfather and my grandmother, and I love them all on my heart. But I tell you this, you didn't follow him. None of you followed him. That's all I can tell you. Right? That's that. John, you said you come back getting me. I'll be back in Innish, your hometown, in a couple of hours. So let you come down and you said about cameras. John, everywhere you go these days there's cameras or no cameras. I be in and out roads where there's no cameras, I be in and out places where there are cameras. Let you have the balls to do what I did. I went down in front of the guards, not cameras, guards. 14 guards exactly was on that road, John, when I landed there, and I ran between every one of them and I got you and I cut you in bits. I never bragged about this once in my life, John. What I did, fair enough. I never talked about it to anybody. But seeing that you're coming out now with your shit talk, that's why I'm coming out with this. And I'm putting this, John, for the whole country to see. My book of evidence is going up on this, and we'll see how much of a man that you were. Now, that's that. Jerry Shit, no balls. That's what I call you. No stones. Jerry, listen to me. You're saying there's fight there, you did this, that to my brother John. You do nothing. And your brother Martin knocked my brother Jim out. You're Martin Bull with the big square teeth. You do nothing to my brother. Do you understand that? Nothing to my brother. My brother Jim is 18 years of age. 18 years of age, and he bet any 18-year-old is plenty ye. Any 18-year-old plenty ye, he'd bet. And you know that, and I know that. Boys, listen to me a second. John, listen to me. Once you got away with the few cuts you got away with, I put the print, the McDonald's crest on your back. That's right, but I put the map of Ireland on your back and your face. Listen, Garrett, with the humpy nose, you're nothing but a laugh. You're an old show, making a video, boys, for 18 minutes long, coming out with shit talk. Coming talk about my father this and my father that. This thing and that thing. Jerry Shit, your father Martin can't go nowhere without a half-ounce coke with him stuck up his nose 24/7. But these days, nearly everyone is doing that. That's no big deal anyways, with or which I'm talking about that. And don't talk about drinking. My father will have a few drinks. Like a decent man, he'll sit down the pub with decent people, he'll have a few drinks. Like that. Not like you old pioneers. It's stuck 24/7 training and get nowhere. You're nobody's for to train, boys. You're nobody's for to train. My father will enjoy himself. He'll go off, and Garrett, you know this, my father's working all his life working. Groundwork, tree surgeon, everything and anything. Shannon, Limerick, Every part of Clare, my father had took over at work, and you were standing, you were jealous of a guard, weren't you? With your humpy nose. Remember all the times, Garrett, with humpy nose, that we got all those scrap, all the copper, and you go and ring the guards and get the guards up to take the scrap off us. Remember that, Garrett? And you, by the way, that wasn't you walk out your door of your house and you look down and you turn around back in. You were jealous of us. I'm not talking about your son Michael. That was one of my best friends, and Lord gave him a good bed in heaven, Lord is giving him a good bed in heaven because he's a good young fella. You're on about, you should be ashamed of yourself, John Talking, saying that your young fella's in the ring baiting me. You should be ashamed of yourself even bringing the young fella up. I was a year or two older than your young fella, I was a bit handy at the time. Listen, I'm going to talk, I'm not talking about Michael. Michael's one of my best friends, I wouldn't talk about the date. You brought your own young fella into this, John. You should be ashamed of yourself, you're a rotten, dirty scumbag, you're a dirty lowlife, yeah. That's that. And John, you're talking about this and that. How about right now that your hippo of a wife has me father, my brother John, and my mother up for calling your wife. That's why you have the boys up in court for that. So don't go shit talking about guardsmen or just that. And you, John, you went the whole way against me. Remember the time, John, that you sent in your wife Nora, hippo, into the court the day I was getting the sentence, right? I was told I was getting 7 years that day, and I had an opportunity to walk out of the court if I wanted. I had the balls to stand and do my jail. I do the crime and I do the time. Right? That's that, John. You sent Nora in and you told Nora for to tell the guards that you took a slide heartache. You did take a slide heartache through the pressure that I was getting off. You put in an impact statement that I took carpet cutters self-tape to my wrist. Didn't you, John? Did you get that much of a fright, John, when you actually thought I took carpet cutters onto my wrist? You're saying that my cousins, all my cousins there, my Uncle John's sons and my Uncle Martin's sons were there, John. As the boys already said, John, there wouldn't be bits of you left around. Do you know what the canal in is? There be still bits of you floating along there. John, listen to me. The print of you was on the tech school wall. None of the print of you, none of the blood is still soaked into the walls. And the blood that was on me, John, was off you. That was dripping. Your balls. I cut your balls off and you fell down to leg your pants into your shoe. Didn't he, Garrett? You still have no balls. Nothing. You dirty innocent boy. You're talking about my brother Simey. And I can promise you this. My brother Simey is one of the goodest small men you get. And I tell you, he'll take out, there's a file on from already, and we'll see, and he'll prove himself on that day. He did already, and he will do it again. Now, boys, listen to me, and this goes, now listen, you're calling those stupid names about my brother Michael. The whole country knows about my brother Michael, what happened, what didn't happen. The whole world knows. What about your brother Francie? Frank with the hairy hole that was getting passed out for a long time through my mother, but it's not happening no more. I'll say no more after that. Alright? Your brother Francie drugged the young one with Upjohn 90s. Drugged her, put her into litter in the bed. When she was drugged, the young one was knocked out on the bed. Went down, he had a new highest fan at the time, he cut the safety belts out of the highest fan and went up and tied her to the bed and raped her for the whole 24 hours, put down the blinds, locked the door, locked the little children, locked the young woman's children, locked them into the kitchen, and brought the woman into the room, and raped her to death for 24 hours. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? When Mike went on food, she said he's getting the money for the pay for the charges off, and Mike went on and kept the money. That's the brothers now that you have. So don't go talking shit talk about my brother Michael, because the whole country knows what happened to my brother Michael. That's that. Now, boys, you're talking about celebrities, this thing and that thing. Boys, they are good men of the Dohertys, and one of them is my grandfather Michael Doherty. They are good men of the Doherty, yes they are. But you're a pack of lowlife nothing. You're a pack of shits. That's all ye are, a pack of rubbish. Ye are with good people, with sensible people, and you're trying to make yourself good and sensible with them. And ye won't never fit in anywhere, boys, no matter where ye are. Ye fit in nowhere. You're like out lonesome tack, you stunned the corner. Ye fit in with nobody. Now, Jerry shit, you're talking about money, this thing and that thing. You're on about a bit of a new van that you have. Listen, mate, I can go in there this minute and take out new vans, car, anything I want. That doesn't make me better than anybody. You're on about a bit of a new van. Your father, and who's belonging to ye, will take the bread out of their children's mouths, would leave your children without nappies, let their arse go red raw without nappies, and save up for 12 months for to get a new van at the end of the year with allowances and doles. Listen, boys, you're forgetting one thing. We're long enough out with ye. We're long enough seeing what you're up to and what you're not up to and what you're at. Ye die for a new van. That's all ye want. To put yourself forward that you've money this way and that way. Boys, listen to me a second. We can make a living, well able to make a living. We're long enough making a living. We can't find a good man to make a living, my father, and a good man before that, my grandfather, poor Bernie. Alright? So don't mind your shit talk, boys, about this and that. This is the trouble. Bring it on, boys. You start it all up again. Bring it on. We're here waiting for you. I've been in this in a couple of hours, and whatever you got to do, do it. That's it, John. And as I said, John, don't be worried about any cameras or anything, because I did it in front of guards. That's all I'm going to say. John No Balls. John No Balls. Now you're definitely called John Geek. You're definitely called John Geek. You're called John Geek with years. Your own brother put that name on you. But definitely called John Geek now, because I went down and cast the rage, hooked 2 stones out of you. Ain't that right, Garrett? Now, boys, good luck. I'm not past Heaney no more, and you dirty shit. When I get me hands on you, I'm going to brain damage you. No me hands, I'm going to drive down to your skull. Near your skull. You shark leprechaun. I'm going to dig you to the ground with me hands. You dirty waster, you. You waster, you. Boys, listen to me. You started this, and we'll finish it. I've no more to say after that now, boys. Good luck.